case you guys don't know, this lovely lady, Changli, she comes out next week on Wuthering Waves. And I'm losing my mind for her because like, dude, come on, dude. Not only is she a omniscient type character, you know, the Ara, older girl character that destroys my heart, dude, but she has the Phoenix motif, dude. Honestly, I think she's more based off the Suzak, but it's Phoenix for me. So like right now, even though like I'm a little bit late for the party to like keep talking about like what we need to save and what we need to get her, I do want to do it because better late than never. Maybe you're someone watching here that you want to build Changli and you just don't know what to do, and you'd rather start prepping now than prepping later, of course, because like it's good and it helps out because when you guys do get her, like you're gonna have at least some materials to get her to where you need to go. So how do we prep for Changli? First of all, there's some really good content on the internet that really helps you out to prep because a lot of people are like us, right? They like prepping for the waifus that they want. They want their waifus to get home and be treated like queens and receive all the items and the essential materials that you could possibly give them, so you can just use them right out the gate. So how do we prep for Changli? First of all, a really easy thing to do, just look online, pre-farm guides, like for pictures, and you are bound to find something like this. So this is awesome, right? It gives you everything that you need to know. It gives you the full essential materials that you need to get her to like level 90, like the max level that the game allows you to get. It just helps you out in farming. So like anytime you want to do anything and you don't want to watch a video, you just want to like look at a picture or something, this is it. The problem with this is that it's not going to tell you exactly where to get the things that you need to get, but the game has a very, very good system that just teaches you in game where to get the things that you need. So it's good to use this to get a feel of what items you need, because they take these things out of the beta test, and these things like they don't change. Like at least I've never seen them change. So you can take it. I should tell you that you should take it with a grain of salt, but no, it's probably this, right? So now we know exactly what we need and we know what we can get for it. An important thing is that the game is kind of in its infancy still. So there's a chance that your account doesn't even get to level 90 yet. So I found this really cool thing. Anyway, I found this thing on Twitter. So depending if you're a new player to the game, this is a really good guide for the things that you need. And these are the total materials that you need, okay? So if you are Union level 30, like you just started playing the game, you're a week in, this is the amount of materials that you need to get her to level 60. This is the amount for level 70, 80, and 90. Okay, this is just Ascension. It's the same thing that we see here, but here they portray the essential materials for level 90. Right now, check out these materials, see what you need, and we're going to talk about how to get the essential materials. Okay, so for essential materials, first ones that we need are these collars. You get these collars from normal enemies in the overworld. If we go to guidebook, you can check right there on the right side, like right here, what they drop. So we need collars. I'm pretty sure collars are dropped by the humanoid enemies. Yeah, there you go. So Exile Leader, Exile Tactician, Factitious Executioner, the humanoid enemies are what give you the collars that you're looking for. So you're going to drop these collars, and for you to get the higher tiered ones, they're going to get just out of drops, like normal drops give you these, but you're going to want to use this, the synthesizer, as much as you can for the higher tiered ones. So let's say you're farming collars and farming collars and farming collars, and you get tons of the low rank ones, but you don't get many of the high rank ones. That's just normal because it's built so you go over here and you create the high rank ones from the lower rank ones. Make sense? How do we get the collars? We just farm enemies in the overworld. There is no limit for farming them. You can farm like all the enemies in your overworld once per day and farm as much as you can of these collars. Okay, so if you want to truly maximize all the collars that you get, because you're gonna need a lot of them for skill materials too. Like you're gonna need a ton of them for skill materials. You're gonna farm every day all the enemies that drop collars in your whole world map. Now, I suggest you guys take it easy. Farm this once in a while. You get these from like quests and from some domains that have these kinds of enemies. They drop that too. Right, so it's not only in the overworld. You can get it from domains that have these kinds of enemies. My suggestion is take it slow, okay? Don't burn yourself out of the game. But if you truly want to be optimal, then you're going to farm all enemies that have these every day. And then you're going to be able to get to the max number that you get in like really quick. First of all, focus on your union level. So if your Changli can only get to like level 70 because of your union level, don't worry too much about like completely getting all of this. Get enough for her to get to the level that she needs to. Second thing is this item right here. This is the overworld boss item. The place to get it is right here. Port City of Gishu, Inferno Rider. This is the item right here. At my union level, there is a chance to drop 2 to 3 of these every time you do the boss. During 4 weeks, I did 1 Inferno Rider per day, right? Ever since she was announced. I easily got the amount that I needed. Remember to check your union level and make sure that you have the amount that you need to put her to the max level that you can. Don't go farming too much for this if you can't even put her to level 90 because of your union level. So always be wary of this. But this is like one of the funnest ones to get because the boss is fun to do. You only do him once a day, you know, maybe twice now that we're a week in. It is what it is. Okay. Next item, the flower. Now the flower is an overworld farming item and it's literally mint picking. So it kind of sucks. I know. So the flower that you need to pick is the Pavo Plum. How do you know where the Pavo Plum spawns? It spawns in the new island. Okay, the 1.1 new area, which is called Mount Firmament. That's the new island. And it's around here. How do I know that? It's because I go to Pridwin, like I told you guys. We go to guides. We go to Ascension material maps. And then we go to interactive map. We want breakthrough material, which are breakthrough materials are the flowers, the mint that you pick. And we want Pavo Plum. Now, right here, Pavo Plum is with its Chinese name, but you can figure it out from the little icon that it has right there. Okay, so we click it and then it appears and voila, we found it. Okay, so if you guys are ever stuck, you don't know where to farm the flowers that you need to farm, this is the place to do it. The flowers will spawn every 48 hours, if I am not mistaken. And there's lots of them for you to farm. I think you only have to farm like twice to be able to get all the Pavo Plums that you need for Changli. Besides that, there's another way to get flowers, okay, and this is important. There's a little store for you here in Jinzhou, and it's the medicine store. So this store right here. Okay, so here you go. Coco. It's Coco at the Shifeng Pharmacy, and she sells flowers. And every week, the amount of flowers that she has to sell resets. The essential material flowers, you can buy 15 of these every week from her. And if you're like me, that you absolutely hate to farm flowers, then do this every week. Buy the flowers for the characters that you want to level up, man. Either if it's a character that's going to come out or the characters that you are farming right now. So this week, you see I haven't bought the Pavo Plums because I'm an idiot. So I'm just going to buy them now. And just like that, I have almost the amount that I need for like get her to level 90. Right? So I just got to go there and like farm 6 of them and I'm good. Okay, so this is really important, guys. If you hate farming, this is an awesome place to like get flowers. And you can get every single type of flower. Now, I wouldn't recommend, especially if you're a newer player, buying all of them every week unless you got a lot of money because it's going to get expensive. Okay, awesome. We're good with flowers. Next thing, XP materials. If you don't have enough XP materials, there's only one place that's actually good to farm them, and it's the simulation training. The simulation training is right here in Jinzhou, this guy. Okay, you can farm XP materials, or you can farm weapon materials, or you can just farm cash. So if you're running low on either of these, and you need a lot of cash to get people to like 10, 10, 10, the max level, like the max skill level, if you're running low on any of these, then this is just the place that you farm for it. You have to spend wave plates to do it, time gated. Right now, there's an event going on that we're going to take advantage of. So if you need XP materials, this is where you go. All right, now we go to skills. Skills can really help out a character, and if you're not investing in them, I suggest you guys do. It's right here. And you need, you know, materials to level up your skills and stuff. And this is where the bulk of your time is going to go to max out your character. We're not talking about echoes. Forget the echoes. That's another time sink in and of itself, okay? Besides the echoes, the skill material farm is where you're going to spend the bulk of your time. Okay, it takes a long while for you to farm everything that you need if you want to get every single one of these maxed out. That's why many guides about how to build a character are going to tell you skill priorities. So skills that you should level up first instead of like just how much material you need to level up every single one of them. Me, myself, I don't care. You guys know me. I play the games for my waifus, for the characters that I like and that are my favorite characters. So even if it's not optimal, I personally will spend all my stamina to get all of these to the max level that I can get them. Okay, I'm not doing it for Genshin right now because I'm saving for Changli. That's literally why. But that's just how I work. I don't care about skill priorities, but that's just me. If you want to optimize your team and make sure that the characters are doing the most that they can for the level that you're at, and for the resources that you currently have, then make sure you prioritize the skills that are going to be better for the character to have leveled up first. Okay, so the skill materials that you need to get her to level 90 are these over here. Collars are the same thing that we talked about. And then you have the domain materials, okay, which are these ones right here. So the domain that you want to do to farm this, really easy too. So let's say you don't know where to get the material, but you do need, you need the material, right? So for right here, I need the same material that Changli needs for dungeon, right? So for example, I want to level up my dungeon or my Changli, and I need this, and I don't know where to get it. Really easy. Just go down here. It's going to tell you where to get it. First one is the forgery challenge. This is where you're going to spend your wave plates to get this. It's a domain. You spend 40 wave plates per clear, and you get a number of these, okay? Right now, I get about 8 of these, 6 of these, and like 2 of these, and maybe 1 of this at Union level 50. So it takes a while. It takes a long time. I'm willing to say even at Union level 60, it takes you a long time. I'll tell you like weeks of farming this to be able to get this amount of Ascension materials. But the main thing about this, boys, like I told you again, do not forget about the synthesizer. Okay, like you guys saw, I have like 400 of the green ones, but I don't need 400 of the green ones to be able to max her out. I only need 25. So the surplus of 25, you transmute them into the next one, and then the surplus of 28, you transmute into the next one, and you transmute into the next one, and so on and so forth. Make sense? So make sure that you're using the synthesizer. So this is a huge time gate. Huge time gate. The second time gate that you have is for this item over here. Okay, this item is farmed by doing the Calamity level boss that just came out. So spoilers for you guys who haven't played it. Spoilers. The Calamity boss just came out is Jue right here. He drops this. So what I can tell you right now is that at Union level 52, 50-ish, it's 2 or 3 per drop. Maybe if you're Union level 60, this goes up. I don't know. But right now, I can get, the most I can get a week is 9 because you can only do this 3 times a week. See it here? Remaining attempts 3 to 3. So you can only do the Calamity boss 3 times a week. This is the second time gate because when Jinxie came out, the worst thing about her coming out is that people could not. They just could not completely max her out day 1 because this was a new boss and you can only do it 3 times a week. Okay, so if you're starting right now, you're gonna need at least 2 weeks, the very least, to be able to completely max her out. So first big time gate, skill materials. Takes forever. Second time gate, which is a little bit less, the Calamity class Ascension item. Make sense? That's all the prep that we can do for her, boys. Remember that you need at least 2 million to get her to max 10, but we're not getting her to max 10. Okay, so if you need to, farm credits too. You farm credits in the same place that I told you that you farm XP materials. All right, boys, so I hope this helped out a lot if you're prepping for Changli. Another important thing, oh, and real quick, really quick, if you are thinking about going for her weapon too, this is the pre-farm that we need to do for the weapon. So it needs the sphere material instead of the collars, which you can just get, same thing that I told you guys, you get them from beast type enemies. Just check your log to see what do you need here. This you get from normal monsters, and this you get from the same domain that you're farming the skill materials. This is what you need for the weapon. If you guys are going to go for her weapon too, which I suggest you do because she's just too hot for you not to in every single manner of a way. All right, so Ktsu, maybe I don't know how to build her yet. Okay, so quick guide on how to build your Changli. Guys, I am a huge advocate that it's not that deep. Changli is a DPS character. So what you want to do is you're going to want to use Molten Rift, and you're going to want to use either 44111 or 43311. I really don't think it's that big of a deal. That's just my opinion. I don't care about optimizing. You're gonna go for Inferno Rider, either crit rate or crit damage, which one you like the most, and probably the one that the weapon does not give you. Make sense? For cost 3, you're gonna go fusion damage bonus. I got one over here, thank God. Let's see if I have a salamander. I do have a salamander, thank God. Okay, so if you're gonna go 3-3, then you do 2 fusion damage bonus. Takes a while to farm. And the ones you're gonna go for attack percent. Both ones attack percent. Really not that deep until you are Union level 60 at the last level of the tower. I would not worry about substats. That's just my opinion, but I really wouldn't. And even if you're in the last level of the tower, I think your skill level in the game, like your gameplay skill level, can probably reach the gap that bad substats are going to give you. Now, I'm not there to confirm that 100%, but I am almost sure that that is the case. Please comment down below if you really think that that is not the case, and you really, really need substats when you get to the end game, okay? I really want to know. I don't think that's the case. Makes sense, boys? Then we are good. Guys, I just want to wish you all the absolute best of luck on Changli. Make sure to do your gacha rituals. Make sure to pray to RNGesus, and I really hope every single one of you guys that want Changli will be able to get her sooner or later, okay? Thanks for watching, if you're watching on YouTube. And if you like the guide, if you liked like my laid back way of explaining stuff, please, like the video, subscribe. It really, really helps me out a lot. Okay. Thank you guys. Guys, I have a simple cheat. It's called a credit card. That solves all the problems, dude.